Okay, so one of my favorite extensions of the double angle is the triple angle, because it allows you to derive a new proof or theorem just using what you already know. And so I encourage you to try that now. You know, maybe the question is, what would cosine 3 theta be? And you can pause it and move forward and see how far you can get. If you're stuck, I'll give you a hint, which is that you can use this. Oops. And the formula for cosine alpha plus beta, which of course is cosine alpha cosine beta minus sine alpha sine beta. Okay, so go ahead and see what you can do, and come back if you get stuck, or if you want to check and see how I thought about it. Of course, you can check without seeing what I did by using an angle. Like you could use theta equals 30 degrees, plug it in. So this would be cosine of 90. And of course, cosine of 90 is 0. And so you should be able to see from your final version, plugging in 30 degrees, that you get the same answer. Now, as you're going through this, of course, you're aiming to get it all boiled down to sines and cosines of just theta. So don't stop at cosine 2 theta, because that can be broken down. All right, so cosine theta, cosine 2 theta minus sine theta, sine 2 theta. Then we substitute here and here using those. I'm going to open up space to put that. So cosine 2 theta is cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. And sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cosine theta. And so now I'm going to distribute cosine cubed theta minus sine squared theta cosine theta minus 2 sine squared theta cosine theta. And this puts together, and we get cosine cubed theta minus 3 sine squared theta cosine theta. So what I was saying is that miraculously, if we stick in 30 degrees, we should be able to get 0, because the cosine of 90 is 0, right? So if theta equals 30 degrees, then cosine of 3 times 30 degrees is 0. And so let's check it out. Cosine 30 is the root 3 over 2, and sine 30 equals a half. Okay, so we've got basically root 3 over 2 cubed minus 3 times a half squared times root 3 over 2. It's a little bit unlikely, but once we start to put it all together, it works out, because you're going to have root 3 times root 3 times root 3. But of course, that means you have a pair of root 3s. So that's root 3 times 3. You have 2 cubed. And then we're subtracting 3 times root 3. And we've got 2 squared and another factor of 2. So of course, these are exactly the same thing, and it's equal to 0. So I'm convinced that we came up with a good formula for the triple angle for cosine. We can do the same thing for triple angle for sine, and I'll leave that to you to prove.